We're going to talk about volume right now, and this is going to be one of those videos where you have to use a little bit of your imagination. We have right here a perfectly drawn prism, rectangular prism. Now we're going to label that prism. This is 9 feet. This is 4 feet. This is 3 feet. Excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the volume of a prism. You want to know how much room is inside that you would be able to fill this entire thing up. To find that, the most basic formula for volume is big B times H. Big B is the area of the base. H is the height of the entire prism. So for the rectangular prism, we have big B times H. To find the volume of big B, that's going to be this thing right here. This is the base that it sits on. Now, we can't see the measurements for that, but we do know that it is exactly the same underneath because it's a prism. So this right here and this thing down here are the same. So what we're going to do is we know that the base is rectangular, so we're going to call it length times width, then multiply times height. The length of the base is 4, the width is 3, remember those are interchangeable, it doesn't really matter which one you pick, and then with the height, which is 9. Now all we have to do is solve that. 4 times 3, because it's in the parentheses first, is 12. Because there's no sign, we multiply. 12 times 9, pretty sure I know that one, but it never hurts to double check. 2 times 9 is 18, 9 times 1 plus 1 is 108. The volume of this cube is 108 feet, and because this is a three-dimensional thing, all of this in here, cubed. Try to fit this all on the camera. It's not going to work for me. Life goes on. Just go ahead and rewind back to the video. Now we're going to talk about triangular prisms. It's going to be another thing where you're going to use your imagination. Imagination is a very powerful tool. And here we have, not the one I drew in the original picture, but life goes on. We have a triangular prism where this is 5 millimeters, this is 7 millimeters, and we have this thing right here is 4 millimeters. We remember that the basic formula is V equals area of the big base times height. In this case, the area of the base is a triangle. So we're going to use the triangle from up top for the formula. The formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Notice this is a little base because now we're just talking about one base, which is one measurement rather than one whole base of the 3D prism. And then we have height. You'll also notice we have 2 H's. The H on the inside is the height of the triangle, and the H on the outside is the height of the entire prism. Gotta just kind of know that. Now we're going to plug in the numbers. 1/2 the base of that triangle is 5. The height is 4. Then the height of the whole prism is 7. Now that we've plugged in the numbers, we don't really need the picture anymore, but it never hurts. Okay. V equals. Now I really should do 1/2 times 5 first, but because I know this is all multiplication in here, and because I know that you can switch around the order of multiplication and not change the final answer, I'm going to multiply 1/2 times 4 first. That's easier for me because 4 is an even number. So 1/2 times 4 is 2 times 5, we're still inside, times 7. 2 times 5 is 10 times 7. 10 times 7 is 70. Go back to the units of measurement. The volume is 70 millimeters, and again, this is a 3D thing, so it's millimeters cubed. Hey, look, we can see the whole picture in there. One more figure. To find the wait a minute. The height, which is here. 20 yards. To find the volume of this figure, same exact thing. Area of the big base times the height. But first we have to find the area of the big base. To find an area of the circle, it's pi r squared, and parentheses and put the h. Pi, we remember, is 3.14. The radius of the circle, you can now see, is 10 yards. We have to remember to square that. The height is 20. First thing we do is we solve using PEMDAS. We always know that we solve parentheses first. But inside those parentheses, we have to solve in order as well, and because the second power is in there, we have to do that before we multiply. So we know that 10 to the second power actually means, I have nowhere good to put this, 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100, so I'm going to put 100 in here. Now what I need to do is I need to finish off the inside of those parentheses. 3.14 times 100, we know this is 314. Then we're going to multiply that times 20 for the height. Well, we should probably double check just to be on the safe side. 314 times 20. 0. Don't need to do anything with that. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So the volume is 6,280 yards cubed. And there you have the volume of that particular figure.